Good morning, everyone. This is Evelyn of Evelyn's Creations. Today, we're going to talk about chargebacks, disputes, cancellations on your credit card. We talked about how to get a credit card, how to not necessarily get a credit card, but how to get a credit card processor and how to save money and get loans. But there's another side to that, and that is disputes and cancellations about the card. And it could be devastating. If you don't know me, my name is Evelyn of Evelyn's Creations. I've been in business 38 years. My goal is to inspire you to get your business started and to thrive and make as few mistakes as possible so you can enjoy the wealth and abundance that comes with a small business and also having control of your life. For instance, if you want to go to a funeral or you got a occasion coming up and you want to go to those things, but if you're on a regular job, you can't do that. So let's talk about these disputes. Now I need you to listen to the end. If you don't have time for the whole video, please come back and listen to it, because when it happens to you, it can be devastating. Okay, so what is a chargeback? A chargeback is something that a customer says they didn't get their product or they didn't get the service that came with the product. Now, if they don't get their product or their service with the product, they can go to their credit card company and dispute it. And when they dispute it, you have no idea when they're gonna dispute it, and you have no idea how long it's gonna take. They can say 60 to 90 days to actually solve the case. So you're thinking that you made this money. Say you got this $500 sale. And I'm going to tell you what happened to me. You got several things have happened to me, but this is a case. They got a $500 sale. You made the garments for them. They went on vacation, wore the garments, came back and said they had a problem with it. It wasn't fitting correctly. Okay, so when that happens, they come back. Okay, we'll fix it. No, I don't want it anymore. So they walk out the door. They drop the garment at the front door. They call the credit card processor and say, hey, I didn't like the garment. I took it back. I want a refund. So you get the dispute. Letter or email comes to you, and you get the dispute, and you're like, what? What in the world is this? Well, when you get the dispute letter, they've already taken the $500 back out of your bank account. And when they do that, you're devastated, because the ducks got me going over here. You're devastated because you're like, why didn't they work this out with me? So you have no recourse. So you go and you explain what happened, and 9 times out of 10, the credit card company is going to go with the customer. So you are like, wow, I can't believe that. So here are some things that you can do when you do take credit cards. Somebody go eat a steak. They didn't like the steak. They done ate the steak. Okay, I want my money back. Times are tough right now. People are doing all kind of things with credit cards. They are telling a lot of mistruths, and they're getting their money back because their money is tight and they no longer need your services. So they say, well, hey, they got a business. They'll recover. I'm going to do it. First of all, make sure they sign a credit card slip. Not just the credit card slip on the computer, not just the digital signature. Get a hard copy printout and let them sign that. Then make sure on that receipt it says no refund, no exchanges, all sales final. Make sure they sign that with that on that receipt. Okay? Make sure you keep up with all of your credit card slips. Log them. Okay, by law, they shouldn't be able to get a dispute entered if it's under 90 days, which is 3 months. Now they're extended that they can get a credit card dispute for 5 months. So look at your state, find out the statute of limitations on how long they can dispute a credit card. So when you do that, now some of them ask you, do you have a camera in your business or whatever? Well, sometimes when you get these disputes, even if you had a camera, the camera's only for like 30 days or so. And even if you show the person with the garment, walking out the store with the garment, the person can say, that's not my garment. Or that's not the garment that I was talking about. So it's a very iffy situation when it comes to disputing credit cards and getting your money back. So the best thing is to get a signed copy, get a contract. If you're making something that's lengthwise, like it's gonna take a week or so or days or so to do, you can do a contract so you can get your money back and show that this was a signed contract. You can also show that it was, when they pick it up, they signed for it and they got the item at the time of purchase. And you can also say that this item is non-refundable and non-disputable once they sign that contract. So you have to be very careful when you're doing custom work, when you can't show that the person didn't or did get the garment. And people really realize that small merchants are busy and most likely they don't have the time or the assistance to get their files in order or to keep them in order. You might just have a big box with all your files. So you want to make sure that you do this so that you can be able to dispute these charges. Now I'm going to tell you one thing that happened to me one time. Now American Express is the hardest one to win. I'll be upfront with you. The credit card company does not care about the business owner. It cares about the credit card holder. Remember that. The credit card company does not care about you, the business owner. It cares about the credit card holder. So the credit card holder already knows that they want my business. American Express is very hard to get your money back out of when they dispute it. So a lot of people get these American Express cards. They got 30 days that they could charge up everything. It gets time to pay for them. They don't want to pay for them. Now, when you do a chargeback or they do a chargeback on you, they don't automatically get their money back. They have to wait just like you try to wait. And at the end, they'll get a decision. Did they favor in front of you and then they favor in front of the card holder? So when you see this, you're like, oh my God, this is crazy. But I'm gonna show you something. I'm gonna tell you something that was really crazy. I did this event for someone and I worked so hard. I got the community to help me with this event and I worked so hard for this. And at the end, the lady lied and said she didn't get her services. She got the product, but she didn't get the services. So the credit card company, they ruled in her favor. And I was overwhelmed and my staff was overwhelmed. Everybody was overwhelmed. But the strangest thing happened. Her father found out that she had did this to a small business owner. Her father was 80-something years old. He had someone to come by my store and find out the business number. And her father had been to the store. He saw all my hard work, all my efforts. And so the father called me after he found out and he said, young lady, I don't like what my daughter did to you. I am going to refund you your money. Talk about a blessing. That was a blessing, baby, let me tell you. Because that doesn't always happen. Out of 38 years, I never had anyone to come back and take care of something that they knew was rightfully wrong and pay my company back that money. So what I'm saying is times are different now. Karma is something. And people do strange things. And the credit card company said no, but the older gentleman said, We're not going to have this today. We're going to stop this nonsense. I didn't raise her that way. So just do what you can. Take care of business. Get their name, their phone number. Make them sign something that says non-refundable. And make sure you organize all those files. Because when it comes back 3, 4, 5 months later, you done forgot about it. But you can kind of remember who the person might be. But they don't always tell you who it is. They'll say unknown person because they won't tell you the person's name. But you know the person because you're doing business and you make a relationship with the customer. So you remember the transaction. You go back and you remember, you look up and you say, okay, this is when I did this. Good morning. This is when I did that. And then you realize that, hey, people are having a hard time, but they're taking it out on you. That can't be the case. We got to stop this madness. This is Evelyn of Evelyn's Creations. Thank you for walking with me in the park. I'm on my journey to get myself ready for a marathon. I'm working on my lungs. I have asthma. And I'm out here breathing properly and taking you along the way. And hopefully, if you like this, give me a thumbs up. You know what I mean? Give me a thumbs up if I help you with this. You know what? You might not even know I'm helping you with this until it happens to you. And then you're going to say, oh my goodness, that lady told me to keep my credit card receipts. Keep your credit card receipts. Pray over your business. Make sure you take care of your business. Handle your business because there are a lot of scams and you're not exempt. And let's get this thing and let's make this money and make our lives better. Again, Evelyn of Evelyn's Creations, thank you so much. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.